All right. What's up? This one, I'm switching it up. This one, I had this idea like 5 minutes ago, and then I impulsively started streaming where I was like, all these like big tech companies, the reality of it is they all pretty much just make money off of behavioral data. That's it. Even Apple in all their glory, they make the devices so you can make your fucking behavioral stats. So I had this idea where I was like, what why don't we just cut out the middleman? Like why do we need to like go through Facebook and all that to sell to advertisers? Why don't we have our own little tool to track this is really dumb, but like let's track our own data and then we make a little front end be like, "Hey, I'm a black software engineer in his 20s. All this is my data. Hey, if you want that target market, you get to look at my data. Why don't we just cut through the BS and have our own marketplace with our own shit?" I mean, I'm mostly it's a mostly a joke, but I thought it'd be funny, and also I wanted to show how essentially how Chrome extensions work, but also like I think it's super valid. Like also this is not like other streams I've had. This is completely different. I did this because I couldn't think of anything else. And this is the funniest fucking thing that I could think of. Because it's like okay, you look at all the FAANG. Let's look at all the FAANG companies. So I was really thinking about it. Like, what is? Why are they all at the top? Big tech. Like, let's look at this image of big tech right here. See, let's go to another image right here. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, Netflix. Let's open that up. And by the way, if you're wondering, yeah, I'm Jared. I'm a coder, and that's it, pretty much. And today, I'm gonna build something a little interesting. So, like, let's look at all these people. So you have Apple, you have Facebook, you have Amazon, you have Google, you have Netflix. Okay, Facebook, they get your social graph data. Amazon gets the consumerist data. It's like, what are you willing to buy? What are you going to get your fix in? You know what I'm talking about. Getting all the senses here in Apple, they have the devices. What is the device in which you're getting all of your trash? Just kidding. But like all of this stuff, like all the top companies here, it's literally all about uh it's all literally all oh really Maliki's the channel had a ton of comments and then that's super weird. Uh, but anyway, yeah, like I was like, what if we just like try to sell our own data today? Like, let me try to sell my own data. Like, because like why? Like, genuinely curious. Like, do we really need them to like? 'Cause they make a ton of money, and I get it. Like, but then again, social networks have existed for a long time. Like a long time. Like social networks have existed since like BB net and all like for bulletin boards like it existed forever. There's not that much new shit like people have been able to watch movies for a while. Like I maybe I'm in a weird mood today, but yeah, okay, first things first. So I'm really thinking about how would I sell my own data, like genuinely, how do I compete with FAANG? Really, that's what we're doing. Like, who else is competing with FAANG? That's what we're doing today. We're competing with FAANG. So, like, I would, well, one, I would need a tool. track my own data. 2, I would need save it somewhere. 3, I would need to have a some sort of front end to sell the digital asset. That's it. That's really it. You do this, you can compete with FAANG immediately. The scale's a little off. The scales is just a little off. You may not get critical mass. You know what's funny? This could be a marketplace. This could genuinely be a marketplace. Like, what if there's a marketplace? Like, what if I have so like so like the product is I'm a identity. We're really just oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna call it I behave. It, sell your behavioral stats. I am an identity. I like X and Y. Here's my data for the past week. And then companies can go on I behave and they can search for identities. And then they're like, hey, like we want to like see all the identities for this. And then they spend whatever amount of money for it. And if you're like a super targeted identity, you get to just constantly make money. Honestly, I just thought about this 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago. Minutes. Okay. But this might actually like be a business model here. Jean jacket combos greater than tank top. Well, yeah, it's cold now, Aaron. Um, data talk turns me on. This stream single handedly is gonna ruin all the antitrust suits against. Interesting idea. Instead of them stealing our data, let's just make a business out of it. FAANG gonna pull this video up in Congress for their defense. Yeah, like honestly, I'm like, this is for the FAANG. This is for you guys. I'm not even attacking you guys. Like this is healthy competition. I think FAANG needs competition. Like I think they've been at it for a little while. I think they need a coder to challenge. They need someone. They need I'm the coder joker of the internet. Okay, or no, I'm the Black Knight. You know, some I may not be the coder that you want. I may not even be the coder you deserve, but I'm the one you need right now. I'm just kidding. Fucking idiot. No, this is competing. This is also competing with the NSA. Um, this is also competing with the NSA. Yeah. So we're competing with FAANG and the NSA today. I behave. I need to have like a little the thumbnail for this needs to be like me and then like I behave as like the fucking thing. We're really making a new form of like it's like self slavery. That's intense, but you get what I'm saying. It's like you get to kind of sell yourself. Would you ever work at a FAANG if the opportunity? I've had the opportunities. No, well, I get a lot of interviews for them. I don't often like it. I did actually interview once when I was like really young and I didn't do well. When I was like a teen. Um, yeah, no, I think now that I'm like I'm a full coder, I'm a grown coder. I don't think I would actually. Maybe OpenAI if they'd have me. They'd be like, dude, you keep making meme bots. We need you to like actually work. I'll be like, guys, I made a Twitter bot that fucking like calls it like AOC like it's dumb. And then everyone's like, that's not Yeah, can we hire this guy or fire this guy? They're like, well, who hired him? He just keeps making Twitter bots. He has like a ton of shit he needs to do. Yeah, the data prostitution. Yeah, this is yeah, this is data prostitution. Let's see. Well, no, it's this is for the future legal case. This is not data prostitution, probably. I think I just covered all the bases there. All right, so first we're gonna track our own data. So I have this little. This is called I behave. So I forgot. So I'm using this is my browser. I'm using how would you actually have a marketplace? Maybe I should just have like a little storefront for it, like just for myself, just to do a demo of it. Because we don't need to do a whole marketplace in the beginning. We just need to demo the like. Is someone gonna buy like the real thing we're testing? So we're testing. Is someone? This is our experiment. Because we're just experimenting. Okay. Would someone actually buy self-hosted behavioral stats? Like, is that like a thing? And then we'll have like we'll just literally put it in like a CSV. Yeah, we'll just output it to a CSV, and then hey, if you want it, that's it. Like we just output it to a CSV, and then we put it in front of like a shop, not Shopify for a what's it called? Stripe. We put it in front of a Stripe link to get access to it. That's it. Okay, so let's open this up. Let me where's ChatGPT? I need to ask ChatGPT something. That's fine. I'll just go to my replacement for ChatGPT is just looking at my own code. Whenever I don't feel like opening up ChatGPT, I open up my own code. I just look at because I typically whenever I need to like bootstrap stuff, I typically already coded it. That shows how inventive I am. um, let's see, dude. Where was I just? Oh yeah, Leet Code. Leet Code Solver. That stream was also a Chrome extension, so we're gonna like take some shit from that. Well, I'm just gonna take the basic HTML page. It's not. I just don't feel like writing. Okay, I behave tracking app. We're not gonna do React. We don't have to do that. It's a super simple fucking app here. Um, let's create a popup.js. I put in the wrong fucking folder. Okay, let's touch. How many times have you touched files? It sounds like something someone would say in court. They're like, how many times have you touched a file? Data Sperm Donation Center. Yeah, I kind of like that. The we are on the precipice of big data. Where they be if not already collecting all the data from IoT? Yeah, I didn't see. Guess if you're allowing yourself to be tracked, it lowers the value of your data. Yeah, there might be a thing where this data is like cheaper data. Like we're like cutting the cocaine, you know. Um, but also it might be even better. I don't know. I think this is the highest quality data you can get. If it's like if someone's openly selling it, there's a trust thing. There's a trust thing. Obviously, like the someone could just like make it up. So it's on you to. I don't really feel like solving that security issue, so I won't. You're just gonna have to trust it. If some have up, you know what's funny about this? If this is an actual marketplace, if there's data stats that have a ton of upvotes, then you don't want to use it because it's like someone already tapped into that market. You know what I mean? All right, so because I'm all about cutting to the bullshit. It's like how much there's a lot of bullshit out there. All right, so let's just cut through the bullshit. I behave tracking, and we're gonna we'll just always have this running. We gotta outline like all this the tracking info we want, but first I gotta load this up. I don't think I've loaded. Have I loaded up a Chrome extension in Brave yet? Is it Chrome? Does it just work the same as Chrome where you just do extensions? Oh, it just goes to Brave extensions. That's cute. Oh yeah, I did. That was the whole fucking. I already did a whole stream, the leak code solver. All right, let's go to. By the way, I made a tracker once because I made my own this thing. You can see it on my GitHub called My Algorithm, and there I track my own behavior. But it wasn't like we want to make this comprehensive. Like let's really think about how we compete with FAANG. Um, let's see. What am I looking up? Oh yeah, I behave. Okay. I just could have sworn I called it I behave. Let's see, I behave. I could have sworn I called it director. I not fucking call this I behave. Am I a fucking idiot? No, it's right here. Okay, so I guess it didn't get indexed in the search yet. Okay. All right, cool. We loaded it up. Let's see if we got it right here. Let's pin it. And I behave tracking. Cool. So we just loaded up a Chrome extension. Little Chrome extension primer if you're not initiated. All you need for a Chrome extension is you need a manifest file and you need, well, you don't even need these. You need to have a manifest file. If you want it to do shit, you need to have a background file. We're using manifest version 3. So it's actually the background script that we're going to be tracking our data in is going to be a service worker. If you don't know service workers, look it up. They're pretty much these background processes that get initiated by going to domains. All right, so we have content script right here. Content script. So this is the background scripts is like almost see it as the service, right? It's a server. We want to do most of our action in the background script. The content script is where we're going to be making it's gonna load up when the page loads, and it's gonna be a little bit of JavaScript that we can actually inject into the page that we're saying, which is every single page. We're like we want to track our data on every page. And by the way, yeah, if you watch Corn, you know what I'm saying? Maybe don't download this, or maybe do it if you don't care. I don't because I'm not a fucking degenerate. So, um, all right. So here we're matching every single site, and then we're gonna inject a content script. I don't think we don't need web requests, but we need storage. I think we need storage because we need to have this to store our data somewhere, and I think we might need something for downloading. But I think sell your own behavioral metrics, compete with FAANG. I'm gonna put this on the web store. No, you know what's funny? They're probably not even gonna let me put this on the Chrome web store. They're gonna be like, dude, no. I gotta like make it say something else. I gotta make it say like definitely not competing with FAANG. Um, I can already see data forms where a lot in India where a lot of people do this, like how there were WoW gold forming. Yeah, There's gonna be people that are just like clicking in India, like doing behavioral things, and then making fake profiles, and then doing like, oh, I'm an 20-year-old girl from Michigan, and I'm into cats, and then like they just like pretend like they're these people all day. Or you could actually fill this up with bots. You could actually make this service just get filled with tons and tons of bots. That would be hilarious. All right, so and we're just gonna code this site. Like there's not much else to do. I might use a Next.js app for the front end, just so I could post it to Vercel easily. But we're gonna make this real simple today. This is an idea day. Like this is like just exploring ideas. Okay, so what are we doing? All right, yeah, let's figure out the data. Let's figure out the data. Okay. What is the data? So what do we want to track? What do we want to track? Like what's valuable? Like if you're a business, what's like valuable data metrics? Just look up valuable behavioral data that Facebook gets. I already kind of know because I worked at some companies that do shit like this. I'm walking through it. Okay. Oh, and understand how to use. Oh, you know what? We could just reverse engineer it. Um, by let me see. The real way to I'm not going to do it right now, but the real way to reverse engineer it is you just look at what the ads platform provides. So we want to have interests. This is downstream. Okay, so we need to get the real data we're getting, the proprietary real data, proprietary. Proprietary data is the only thing that matters. I promise you. The only way these companies make money is just proprietary data. So the proprietary data. So downstream, we want to get interests. We want to get consumer habits. What do they buy? We want to get. Um, we want to get like ideology, stuff like that. Um, identity, high, low usage. By the way, these are like ideals, right? So this isn't we're not literally going to get all this. We have to figure out what data do we need to get these things. We're pretending like we're them today. If you catch what I'm saying. Today we're being they. Only the cool people know what I'm saying. Only the cool people. All right, so and I don't mean anything. If you think I'm being cryptic, I'm not. I'm just saying like I'm not being people are like their brains are fried right today. Um I'm just being funny. All right, so we want to get like time, so we want to get daily, monthly, yearly. Um we want to get like what time of the day. Like, cause if I really want to sell myself, okay, if I really want to sell my behavior, what are the behaviors that advertisers would really want? If you really think about it, it's like they probably want to know what I do, like at a time of the day. They want to know if I use certain websites at a high time. So really, we need to break down. We need to do some topic analysis. Um, so we need to do topic analysis on some raw data, and we need to parse the raw data from these websites, and we need to figure out what topics. Um, and also really, what I think we should do is we should get search query data. So actually, let's break this down to raw data. Oh fuck! I just realized. Can you even like see? Let me just do that. Um, let's get the raw data. So you know what? You know what? Is this a light one? Yeah, that looks like shit. Okay. But anyway, I'm just making it light. Okay. Good one, Jared. Thanks, Reed. The data that they could have and would be valuable would be your goals and dreams. Yeah. What they really want to know is what your dreams are. You know? Yeah, let's be they today. Today, am I going to accidentally not be able to have a YouTube account after this? Today, we're going to be they. And you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Like no one like that could everyone has their own they. So it's like I'm not really saying anything there. So you can assume the they that I'm talking about is who you think they are. So let's be they. No, because like this week, part of why I wanted to have a stream where I'm kind of like experimenting and having fun is I realized like I'm really trying to figure out what it is I like to do, and I really just like the hacks that I'm interested in are always super like I'm trying to get to the core of what's happening on the web. I'm really am a web guy. I'm super into the web. I'm super into like web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, like what's been happening with the web and data and the internet and doing tooling and funny stuff around that. Not just funny. Obviously like useful shit like but today we're just being funny. But well, hey, we may accidentally make a business here. Today I choose to be they is the coding tutorial salesman. Dude, yeah, my they is everyone who sells coding tutorials. Don't Reed says I choose to be them it. Oh, Reed, dude, I got bad news for you. You're someone's target market and they're going to sell you a ton of shit. Do people not know that like I'll get back into this in a sec, but like do people sometimes I'll think and I'm like do people not know that like whenever you do that like I am this identity victim thing, you, people like companies push that because they now know to sell to you. Like when real quick. So like whenever you see I know there might be I doubt any normies are still here. Hopefully like if you're a normie just go. Um if you know me, I'm bad. I'm very bad. Um, I should just like spout stuff so they can leave and we could actually have fun. But like the reality is, whenever like Twitter, like you see every like there's like an event, right? This is hey, this is so true. Like okay, whenever there's an event, you're seeing it happen right now. And I know there's a lot of emotions and people pretty much think and behave like animals. I get it. I do it too. We can really easily get into our animalistic instincts. But an event happens. Profiles for businesses will all brand themselves and push content about the event. I don't care what side you're on. When they do that, just understand these companies are very, very happy because they found a new market segment. So when they have those rainbow flags or the whatever, like BLM, whatever thing, it's not because they care. I know that might surprise you. And if anyone is like confused about that, think about why a multi-billion-dollar company would ever do anything that doesn't have to do with its end its ends when it comes to what how much money it makes. Branding is very very powerful. And these companies have incredible branding apparatuses that know that they will make more money if they brand a certain way. you're just being sold to. It's not that complicated. And often people like get into, you know, these identities and things because you're put into this like public school system that's like breaking your mind, and it's making you super like easy to sell to. It's all good, but that's just how it is. Uh, I see they're using the web to centralize data so they can obtain it. Yeah, 100. Dude, the web is all about centralizing data. All right, so we're gonna so back to this. I'm gonna sell my own behavioral stats. Hey, if you want my behavioral stats, hey, I'll tell you my identity. Uh, Male, black, 20s, software engineer, interested in their hobbies, weightlifting, snowboarding. I like long walks on the beach. Okay, okay, that's my day. If you want to sell to me, I'm gonna give you the data, but it's for a fucking price. Okay, and someone already off, tons of people already offered, tons of money, tons of big time money that you don't know anything about. And hey, it's all good, but if you want to buy the data, it's hey, you're gonna have to talk. We'll talk. Not like I don't have a lot of time this week, but we'll talk. All right, so we want to get search data. Uh, the investors are medias. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Malik. Yeah, I do see what you're saying. Black and like snowboarding. Yeah, it's too rare of a data set. If you wanted to capitalize off the black and like snowboarding data set, like that might be really, really valuable or really cheap because there's like five. All right, so like I'm actually interested in how that works. Like, how does the value go up and down? All right, so we're gonna get search queries. We're gonna get text inputs. By the way, this is what like companies do. Okay, so I get it. You're like, oh no, no, this is what people. We're doing it for ourselves here. So let's say I really wanted to, with my identity, I really wanted to sell this identity. Like, what information would I need? I need like time. So these are actually let's do that's fine. We'll just do it. We'll remember to get the time. It's not hard. Um, so we need to model this data. Just get all inputs. Um, we don't just care. We also care about metadata on websites. So we want to collect metadata, and we want to also, well, we want domains. Like, so we need like basic HTTP info. So we need to get like what domain was gotten to. We need to model this data. What else? What else is there? So you have text inputs. You have your metadata, so your meta tags. Uh, how do we really be they today? So it's like the things you click on, obviously. Oh yeah, I mean, we want events. Um, we could make all these events because all these are events, but I don't. No, we don't have to care about breaking it down as events. But let's get link clicks, and then the data is the text of the link, obviously. Um, and we want to get here's what one thing we do want to get. We want to detect engagement. We want to get raw text, detect engagement, only store raw text if there was an engagement. This is all the raw data we're getting. Yeah, I'm a little retarded, but like a little autistic. Um, both. So like modeling. So we need to do some basic topic modeling, which is really basic. We're not going to do LLM shit today. No, that's a waste of time. We're just going to do basic topic modeling on all of this. Well, we're going to do basic NLP. So let's say, actually group it together. So I'm going to say, like, for the search queries, for the inputs, shit like that, like link clicks, we'll do basic NLP. What that means is we're going to be extracting like nouns, certain nouns from these. So we're gonna be parsing away like a lot of shit, and we're gonna get the nouns, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. It's gonna be real nice. We could just also save the raw data, but I think it's good that we pack, because if we want to sell this, we don't want to just give raw data. We want to package it. Okay. We want to make a good product here. You're the product. And we want to make a good product here. So, and then we're going to do topic modeling on the metadata. Do we want to do that? In the raw text. Yeah, we can do that. The reason why I'm separating this is because really in the end, we're just gonna have topics. Fuck. Oh yeah, I'm in like a totally forgot. It's fucking annoying. But yeah, anyway, so we're let me just do that. All right, but interesting. So I think this works. We're just gonna have topics. We're gonna rank the topics over time. We'll have like daily, weekly, monthly. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. That makes sense. By the way, I get like, hey, this you can do very quickly. If you're a business and you want to like actually get some behavioral state, you do what you want. But if you have a product and you need behavioral stats, this is not a bad way to go about it. One of the most important things when it comes to behavioral stats is retention. So, could it be? I know that's obvious, but it's not that obvious. It's the stickiness. And I know that everyone knows retention is important, but it's like it's more important than you think. It's the main thing these companies, quote unquote, might care about. It just is, and I don't know for any reasons. Okay, I'm just guessing. All right, like retention in the past week. We don't care about monthly. We care about retention in the past week. We don't even care. By the way, this is like domain retention, domain and topic retention. So we're gonna have a breakdown on whether. Oh yeah, we don't care about engagement after. We just care about if they came back to these things. That's the addiction. Not even about if they stay for a long time. It's that they keep coming back. We don't care if they hang out with the drug dealer, okay? We just care that they keep coming back. Get what I'm saying? All right, so this is pretty much it. Nice. So we're creating our own proprietary data set that we can sell ourselves. This is not a lot of shit. I know this looks like a ton of shit. It's not that crazy. We're just gonna. This is like the most work, but it's really not crazy at all. We're mostly gonna be doing some. It's not that bad. I want to make this like a short stream. Um, yeah, and if you want my data, just hit me up. Okay, hit me up. Tons of people have asked already. Tons of people. Like it's been. I don't even want to talk about it. Like we're already in discussions. Could it be? Maybe. I don't know. All right. So what's the first thing? First thing we need to go in the background script. Oh yeah, we already wrote all this shit in the background script. Let's keep this open. Let's actually save this file. It's gonna be our. Someone's gonna like. I'm gonna like post this, and someone's gonna read this and be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" All right, so the background script. We're gonna do. First things first. We need to find out our storage and what we're storing. So we're gonna be storing raw data, and we're gonna have an output. So the way it works is we're going to be storing raw data in storage. All this stuff I wrote down, the topic modeling, none of this stuff happens until the user exports. So we're going to run all this stuff when the user wants to export. So we're going to be constantly storing stuff, and then we're going to export the data. All right, so background JS. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's get first things first. Let's do search queries. Search queries. God. Let's capture HTTP. Capture Google search queries. Pretty sure I already have this somewhere. I can just steal my own code. No, let's just write it. Let's just do it. Let's just fucking do it. I find it so funny to oh whoops. Find it so funny to like no, we don't want this. Wow, this is so dude, brave search. Jesus Christ. I think I'm asking for yeah. Jesus Christ. Um Yeah, this looks like a good answer. Yep, exactly. Let's see. Why is this JSX? We're not doing JSX today. Yet. All right, so parse URI. Oh, this is super old answer. Hold on a second. I already have this somewhere. I know I already have this. Just something to get search queries. I have this my algorithm package, which does a lot of behavioral stuff. Let's see. Let's get this. Oh yeah, it's like a pretty well made project. All right, so get keyword topics. Oh, I get Q. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Nice. Beautiful. Let me just make sure this still works. Or can I scroll up? Dude, isn't it so annoying when you're trying to scroll up when you're copying something? Okay, so yeah, we don't need to worry about that. This looks so weird. Oh, because I'm using this weird theme. Select the theme. Let's go to default. That's fucking not what I wanted. Let's see. Mariana. Yeah, this is better. I want to make it light, but like, no. Okay, where's this? What's the shit that I did here? Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Themes. Am I right? All right, so we don't need this. What is this? Yeah, this sees if Q is in the search query, and then it logs it for all URLs, pretty much checking if all URLs have a Q thing. We can also just only get Google, but that should be fine. So it like this. Oh, this API thing. I did this because I made this extension for Firefox and Chrome, and the way I did that was I just did this, and I just did that. If Chrome exists, use Chrome, else use browser. Just if anyone's interested in fucking, Chrome extensions. I know no one is, and no one gives a shit. Just kidding. I know no one fucking cares. Fuck. My back. I don't know. I don't know what happened. My internet just reset. Hello? Hello? Yeah, my internet just like reset. I don't know what just happened. Am I back? Do you guys hear me? Apparently my internet doesn't give a fuck. Am I back? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. Um all right. It's funny to get like so fucking intense about like nothing. Yeah, it looks like my internet doesn't give a fuck. All right, so like, whoa, dude, relax. All right, so let's. Oh, we got errors. Service worker. Oh, can be properties of undefined. What is this? It's probably that. Yeah, it's the API thing. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't do that. Chrome or browser. Yeah, it's right here. Why would Chrome be undefined? That doesn't make sense. But for who cares? Let's just do Chrome. Oh, you know what? It's because we're not getting web requests. I was like, I'm not going to need web requests. So web request is what you use to intercept stuff in the browser. By the way, I remember Sai was talking about how something about how like not like something about not or someone I'm was it Sai? It was someone was saying something about how they like want to learn technical stuff, but they feel like they don't have the motivation to learn technical stuff because they're not really about technical stuff. Guys, I don't give a fuck about any technical. Like I know that may seem surprising. I genuinely don't care about any technical shit. The only reason why I know any of this stuff is because I wanted to do something else. So the only reason why I know any of this is because I was like, hey, I want to I want to learn like how to build a website. So I learned how to build a website. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I learned that stuff. Like I never was like I don't just like do random shit and then learn. Like I'm not. I think it's super weird to like just study stuff for no reason. Like it's nice being curious, but like to rigorously learn a technology and a tool and all that, to just do it for no reason, I don't understand that either. So like like to be curious is great, but I think it's great being curious just learning everything, like just learning about philosophy and history and all this shit. To be curious, just people can do whatever they want. People do it, but yeah, I know about this stuff because of goals. like it's not like does that make sense? Like I didn't just learn this shit like just I don't know. Like it wasn't like it was very ordered. It was like, oh, like I have to learn fucking Chrome extensions to make a Chrome extension. That's why I know how it works. All right, let's see if we're capturing. Uh, yeah, let's inspect the service worker. Nice. We got a search query. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so we got the search query. We can join it. And this is we can just join it right here. All right, so we need to store this. So we need to find a way to store shit. So let's have like a storage function here. Storage class. And let's see. Save item. And I'm just wrapping this around like the default I'm just wrapping this around Chrome's default shit. If you know what I'm saying. You catch my drift. Let's see. No, it's nice to like just learn shit. It's definitely nice to just learn shit, but it's also cool to just like build stuff. I think the better you get, the higher goal you set. So you try to build hard stuff, you'll learn more cool stuff. And then eventually you can just curiously learn random things and all that. And you can get into the I'll correct a little bit what I'm saying. You can kind of nerd out on the details and technical stuff. I mean, you can always do that, but I think it's better to do that once you kind of have some context first. You could do whatever you want though. You do whatever you want. All right, so let's see. Storage save item. Oh yeah. So Chrome storage. Oh, whoops, that's not what we want. Chrome extension. By the way, I highly suggest when you're making a Chrome extension to use the storage. Highly suggest. Highly suggest. It's actually made very well. It's better than saving stuff and like using an API on the back end just to save stuff. Like it's actually set up pretty well. And it's better than using like the browser APIs. It is a browser API, but it's like it's one that's catered specifically for doing this shit. We'll make it a local. We'll use the local. We don't have to use the let's see here. Let's get an example here. Okay. It's a promise. I forgot what the response looks like. And then what do we pass to it? So we pass in an object. They just have like a better examples here. Chrome storage examples. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, cool. So we'll use API because we're going to make this work on Firefox, okay? As if it matters. I think it's so funny to like sell your own data. I know that's what I'm doing, but it's like something about it so fucking stupid. Okay, so this is we'll sell it per key. So this would be the we'll save it per key. And we'll pass in the key to this. We'll save like that. We'll get the key and I think we could do that. Is that how it works? Yeah. And then we'll return value. Then we'll turn new. I don't know if this defaults as a promise, but I'm just gonna set up a promise here. I didn't expect to compete with FAANG today. I didn't expect to do that. I didn't wake up thinking I would be competing with FAANG. Maybe I did. Maybe I always wake up like that. What if we actually did? No, I wouldn't want. I feel like that would be too much pressure. All right, so let's set. Where's a set? I know it's super simple. Let's see. Go back here. Nice. So let's go. So the set is going to work like this. We have this. We're just making an interface to save all our keys and everything. So we're going to pass in the key like that. We're going to pass in the value. And then we're going to resolve that it was saved. Okay, cool. So we have a little layer where we can save these values. And then we're going to create a little instance of this function. Nice, right? Right? Do we want all these things to share the instance of the function? Do we? I don't know. Maybe. Googling is a skill too. Not all websites can figure out bugs and stumble upon for hours. Yeah, Googling is a 100% a skill. Console right line, add space, complex for no reason, dude. That sounds hard. That's why I don't use Java or C Sharp. The things we could do keeps me learning more year after year. It's a never ending process. Yeah, it's so cool, like being able to just constantly learn stuff. The iterative loop for learning stuff, coding, is actually pretty amazing. Kind of crazy. All right, so let's set item. Let's actually have a little object for constants. I'm going to say C. Consts. Static. Static. It's not really static, right? Why can't I? What the hell? Okay. Globe. Globals. No, I'll just do constants. Although I'm being an idiot. All right, so for the constants, let's have search query. Oh, you know what? Actually, we want to do this. Hold on a second. I want to have a prefix. So yeah. Because I want it. to have I behave before everything. So when you're setting up Chrome extensions, it's good to set your storage values that prefixes. Um, let's return an object here. Let's have a get function. Just so this is just to store all the keywords. It's actually just I'm not going to use anything other than keywords here. This is just for the storage keywords. This is the keyword name. And we're going to return like prefix underscore keyword name. It's not going to be keyword name here. So we're going to have our keywords. I like setting things up like this personally. So like search, and this is for data. This is so that if you want to invalidate some keywords later on, and if you want to, for instance, like add a new version, like if you want to have V2, something like that, it may seem a little redundant, I guess, but I think it's really good to do for long term. Whenever you have something that's being distributed to a lot of clients, and you have like this almost like a when you're storing data on their devices, when you're doing the edge stuff, it's often really good to have some fail safes to invalidate certain values pretty easily. Uh, let's see. C# is considered high level too. I would say semi high compared to Python's. Uh, it's funny. They're both high level technically, but Python's definitely more abstract. Because you can pretty much do all the same. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can do all the same shit with Python. Um, I don't know if there's anything, but it's definitely more abstract. Um, let's see. Search, and then oh yeah, it's a closure. By the way, that's what that is. That's what we're doing here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we'll just keep adding to this. Anyway, all right. So we can do instead of that, we'll do keywords. Get search. Oh, my bad. What we should do. Shouldn't do that. Really should do this. You'll see what I'm doing in a sec. I like setting things up like this. Like this is a really big because I've had some times where I've had to have really big, constant things that were constant. What am I saying? Like declarations for keys, and managing them becomes such a pain. Such a pain. It's the keywords. Prefix. Words. I know this doesn't matter. I often I don't typically do stuff like this in the streams. This isn't like a real stream, so I'm trying to like show some different concepts that I like. It's a real stream, I guess. Keyword. Do that. Oh, whoops. Did it the other way around. My bad. So I'll explain what I'm doing real quick. So it's like, let's say you're a company that has to store a ton of behavioral stats in and on a user's computer. So you're gonna have a ton of different keys, and you're gonna want to, well, one, if you're using a browser, you're gonna want to have something specific to your brand right here, and you're gonna want to have an easy way to in the code and validate all their keys immediately, so you can update this prefix. Okay, so and then here, all the implementation will use this keyword right here. All right. Keys, keywords, and that should be it. And then we could do, yeah, the get function it's kind of silly, but we'll just do that. All right, cool. So here we'll set this, and then the value will be search query. You know what? We should have this be an object. We have to get the current search item. This is our current searches. I think it's a JSON object. I think we're going to save a JSON object. Then we want to set item. We'll await that. So we're getting the current searches, and then we're going to push. We'll have a search object here, which we can define in line. I don't want to get too crazy here. Oh. No, let's do everything right here. Let's have some models here for like search. Um, no, we don't want that. Okay, so let's just push an object that has the query. So we have the search query here, and then we want to have the date. We want to have whatever the current date time is, and we'll store that. We'll store the timestamp, which I believe is get time. Just double check. We just double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have the timestamp, and I think that's all we want is the timestamp in the raw search query. So we're gonna push that to this array. Oh, you have to see if the array exists. So we have to say if and we actually don't know if everything's going to be an array, so let's just handle it outside the function. But yeah, so we want to do something. So if no current searches, preload this with an array, add it to the array, and save the array. Okay. So now we're saving our search queries that we're tracking ourselves. So let's do a search. Let's try to track our own info here. Let's go to errors. You get any errors? Let's clear this. Oh, did I write perfect code? Okay. So let's make a search for something. Let's see if we got that search query. Let's see here. Storage set item is not a function. Oh, because I said save item, not set item. Let's log current searches just to test. So really it's a very simple stream today. So for you know what I'm saying. I'm saying it conceptually. So like the all we're doing is we're getting data. I'm showing you how you can get your own data. How about that? I think someone can buy my data. I think someone would. I mean, I have tons of people trying, tons. Just kidding, obviously. All right, cool. That worked. Nice. Cool. So we're building this object with a ton of data. This is the search query. So what's the other information that we want? So we did the search queries. All inputs. Text inputs. Let's change that to text inputs. I was being real liberal there. Okay. So how do we do this? So we need to wait for when we need to capture whenever someone types in a text input. So my thought is document query selector all. And I think so the content script should be this is like the type of shit they'll actually ask you to do at your fucking junior developer job, by the way. For everyone wondering, oh dude, it's like stupid shit like this. They're like, hey, can you do some code to just like get all the inputs of what someone did on this page, and then can you like pass it through this like model, um, and make a prediction? And you're like, oh, that's it. And then they're like, yeah. You're like, I spent like 4 years on a degree, and they're like, I didn't tell you to do that. You're like, it's gonna take me like 10 years to get out of debt, even with this six-figure job. And they're like, I don't know. No, that's like extreme. It probably won't take that long to get out of debt if you have a six-figure job. If you're smart. All right, so let's get all inputs. Oh, actually, let's get all form submissions. No, a lot of things don't use forms anymore. How do we really get this? We need to get whenever someone stops typing. So how do we get that? So we need to intercept whenever someone stops typing. So let's get all text boxes. Text boxes. Or text boxes. Text box. So that on. It should be like that on change. Sorry, on change. Target dot value. Let's see if we have to wait for anything to load for that to work. So let's go. Let's refresh that. Let's refresh this. Because I really want to get high quality data to sell. Let's do that. Nice. Did it log a lot of times? Hold on. Interesting. That was easy. Wait, so it doesn't even care. Hello, my name is. Let's see. Oh, it changed. It already did the. It only triggered once I stopped typing. Nice. Cool. So let's actually do something where we only do this once. Oh, I forgot how to do that. How do you get like an ID? Get unique value from element. I mean, we can use the XPath, but I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, fine. There's a little trick for you web scraping people. If you want to get, yeah, that's fine. But if you want to get an element, like a unique value for an element, so the reason why I'm doing this, oh, whoops. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to trigger multiple events for each text box. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people to keep typing in a text box and keep sending things up. I don't care. I don't care about that. We don't want to get too much data here. Okay. We're not trying to be data sluts here. Okay. We don't want too much data. All right. So let me say if we're gonna have a global that says already checked boxes, X boxes. And we're gonna say the path already exists, return, else, set the path to true. So we're just making a map. We're not using the map property, but we're just using a map here conceptually. And here we're going to say get the value, and then we're going to have to push this. We're going to have to do an add event listener. What was the other? I used yeah. Let's take my code from lead code. Highly underrated stream right there. Lead code solver. Underrated code base, honestly. Probably one of the most useful code bases I made this past few months. It's like literally will live solve your lead code problems. Like everyone cared about the 10x senior engineer one. I'm like, dude, the lead code one's way more cool. All right, so like, who wants code reviews? Like, dude, I hate code reviews. Okay, so let's open up this. Let's take the send message. So we're gonna send a message to the runtime with this value, and this is gonna be the text. This is gonna be a text input event, and I behave text input. The text is going to be this. And we can capture the time too. So let's go. Let's get the date. Let's get the time. We don't need a whole data thing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do data actually. It's more structured. Okay, so we're going to send that up. And we're going to have a runtime add event listener. Let's steal my own code again here. Always steal your own code. Always. Oh, wait, is there? I think there's an event listener on here. Yeah, right here. Okay, so let's go to the background script. And we'll have an event. We'll use this as a service, and we'll have a wait for events. We'll say if it's a I behave. This part, I don't know, the prefix thing doesn't matter. Text input. Then get the message.data. Then do storage.save item. And we'll add something to see. It's so easy. So now all we have to do is add this to the keywords, and we have automatic prefix keywords here. So this will be a text input, and we'll have text input. Then we can just put, did I say date? Let me put date. Wait, background content. Put date right here. And I'm like going back and forth and back and forth. Where am I at? Oh, right here. Okay. So we'll save item, and we'll say keys. What did I say? Keys.search, keys.text input. Okay. And we can await that. Oh, I think we don't want to make this, that's fine. We want to await that. Doesn't matter. All right. Cool. Let's test that. Let's see if we capture our text input information. Let's see. For now, I might only do this so we can get to the front end. Only do the search. Oh no, I want to do some topic modeling. Let's do some metadata after this and topic modeling. We don't have to get all the data today. I said today. It's gonna be a long. This is gonna be a big one. All right, so I'm gonna have a little export button to export the data. So that just saved the text input. Oh yeah, we gotta test this. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go here. Where do we log it? I logged it. Let's just log this. Okay, so let's refresh the Stack Overflow page. Let's test the text input. Let's Stack Overflow. So I'm just a coder, right? And I'm like, oh, JavaScript is cools. Let's see if we captured that. Let's see. The service worker is inactive, so I don't think we did. Hold on. Oh no, we did. Nice. Cool. So we're capturing text input. Dang, everything's just working like first try today. Isn't that fucking crazy? Okay, so we're capturing text input, and we're capturing the search queries. Let's get metadata. Let's just do that for now. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Actually, let me see. No, let's get an engagement stat. We're going to check if a person engages with a page, and if a person engages with a page, so if they click on it, is that a good way? Like these need to be valuable data metrics. If they click or scroll, then get the metadata for the page. Yeah, in the domain metadata. So we're going to have a metadata. So we're going to have like an object that has the title, keywords, and some social graph data on the page, shit like that. And nice. So we'll have an event that's like I behave engagement metadata. And we're gonna use metadata. Dude, I have to pay a little bit. Yo, Jared, what made you master concurrency and WebSockets? Like, what made you understand them really well? Concurrency and WebSockets. Concurrency is definitely a different thing. The thing that made me master concurrency was I'm not a master of concurrency. That sounds ridiculous. I'm not. That sounds like that sounds funny. I'm a master of concurrency. Uh, but oh, the thing that made me like understand it was pretty much messing around a ton with concurrent requests and the difference between being able to process requests in parallel and concurrently. Um, Really, just stress testing servers. That's really it. Just getting A/B and stress testing my servers a ton, like benchmark, Apache benchmark. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like multi-threading. Yeah. No, like the best way to understand multi-threading in a, because you're asking in like a web context, is really to just make a server and just start stress testing it a ton. Oh, I want to do after this one, this stream. I'm gonna do. Reed, you'll like this one. I'll try to do this on Wednesday. Please, if I forget, please remind me. But I want to do a web development 101 video where I just go through. It might be a long one, but I wanted to go through like a ton of different things, like starting from HTML and CSS. I want to go with like how browsers render, um, TCP, HTTP. I want to go through like everything. Um, Dude, yes. Can someone remind me of that? Because yeah, I think Reed, you're probably the only one here. But like, dude, I mean, I'll try to remember. I know I want to, so I think I'll remember. But yeah, I want to do a whole like web. It's just gonna be web developing 101. It's just gonna be like everything I know about web development. Because not everything I know, because it's like that'd be like fucking that'd be too like so I'm not gonna do like every little fucking thing, but I'm talking about the DOM. um Awesome, thank you. Yeah, like I want to do the DOM. I want to do a ton of stuff, like and yeah, I talk about JavaScript. um and I'm not really going to talk about like a specific backend language. I'll probably use Node to explore different concepts in the backend. Like I'm going to walk through Express, but like it doesn't, you can apply it to any backend framework. It doesn't matter. But I'll use Node and Express as like the means to talk about it. But yeah, I definitely want to do that because really, it's funny. Web development is more so the thing I've like became an expert on, I guess. And it's funny, I haven't like really even streamed on that. It's kind of funny. Like I haven't. I had like a Node.js primer video, and I had some React videos, but I haven't really, because the thing that got me into this stuff was like wanting to make my own Facebook, and and like looking at like just basic like PHP tutorials and like MySQL. Because like that's like the first time I was competent was with that stuff, and I mostly just had to work on back ends career wise and in front end. Like I guess I've had some back end roles and some front end roles and all that. All right, so but yeah, it'll probably be a few hours, honestly. I'm gonna have like a JavaScript. I'm gonna have like a basics like section, like a JavaScript section, and I'll have like a section where I talk about like back end. I'll talk about servers, and I want to have one where I talk about the browser. So I talk about I also want to talk about DNS a little bit. How would you handle the front end given there is no frameworks back end, only jQuery? Well, I did. I didn't use any frameworks. Yeah, I just did everything in JavaScript. Some people use like Moo tools and shit like that. I did tons of jQuery, and like if I didn't use jQuery, I used Vanilla JS. Handlebars, I would use handlebars. That was like pretty much honestly. React was the first framework I liked genuinely. Such a yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, it depends on what problem you're solving. React genuinely was the first thing that I was like, wow, like. But the here's another thing. The You don't really need any of it. Um, you'd be surprised how far templating can get you with state templating and stateful templates is not a bad thing. I know it sounds a little scary, but it's like if you can truly like the Django way of doing things is actually pretty good. I made a joke on Twitter where it's like and I'm not even kidding when I say this, Django has pushed us further technologically than LLMs. And it's only because technologically LLMs aren't really gonna push us intellectually further. Because it's like if you look at because Steve Jobs said the computer is the bicycle of the mind. And I totally agree. And it's like, are we really pushing ourselves further if we outsource our minds? Not really. We're probably just gonna get dumber. There's a lot of companies who are using their own framework internally based on JS. Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. I had to like work on like all these private frameworks and shit. Um, that's probably where I started to understand things much better. Is using all like the proprietary tooling that different companies had. All right, so don't do that. By the way, you don't have to do like if you have a company like just use React. You don't have to. You're just gonna move to React eventually. I like React. That's like a framework that I'll always push. I'll always push React. React's great. I don't care if I'm competing with Facebook now, because now with this video I'm competing with every FAANG. And yeah, no, yeah. The more Reed says, the more I use React, the more I hate Angular. Yeah, dude. As soon as I started learning Angular, I was like, oh, this isn't better than vanilla. It's not even worth it. But that was back like 10 years ago. I don't know how it is now. I'm sure it's great now. I'm sure Angular is a lot better than. But when I first started using Angular, I was like, dude, this sucks. When I was like, when I was mini Jared, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I could just use jQuery and JavaScript. It's fine. Um, all right, cool. So we're competing with FAANG by saving our behavioral stats. I'm gonna. So, oh yeah, let's get metadata. But so we're gonna do so. We're gonna guess. So detect a scroll. So we'll really, I know how to do it. It's not hard. Scroll event. We'll do a click or a scroll. If there's a click or a scroll, send up the metadata. I don't know why I just looked this up. All right. This is get scroll tracking data. Yeah, it's so funny. I really haven't done web developing stuff. I'm way I've been like, yeah, they rewrote the whole code base with TypeScript. Hey, if you, that's all right. It like if you, that's another thing about TypeScript. If you own Angular and you wrote it in a very JavaScript way, I totally get using TypeScript. In fact, I think that's a great idea. If you're just a guy and you're trying to fucking hack something to be a startup, highly suggest you don't use TypeScript. Complete waste of your time. But if you're like, if you run the Angular code base, yeah, you should use TypeScript, I think. By the way, like I'd say 2% of JavaScript developers need TypeScript. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You just like, yeah. All right. So let's just have a global variable that's like scrolled if scrolled true. Actually, just deattach the event. We don't have to do that. So we're gonna say we're gonna do a once. Oh, do they have a once now? I don't know why they don't have this. They don't have it yet. It's like bait. Like the JavaScript API will like create all this shit, and they don't even have a once event handler. It's like I get it. I get it. I'm not complaining. I guess I am complaining. All right, so this is the scroll tracking event. I behave. All right. So by the way, you have to put in a function when you do. So let's do window dot remove event listener scroll. You have to like use the function reference when you're removing the event listener. Okay. So trigger. Oh, but we do want to have is a metadata event. And we're going to set this to true. And we don't actually have to. This is for the click. And we're going to check if the whole body was clicked. Body. Dot. Pretty sure that should do it. If. Oh, no, we do want to check for both of these. If metadata event. We want to get. So I need to make a function to get metadata. Get metadata. Use that in a sec. And we'll do send message. It should be synchronous. We'll say get data engagement metadata. Okay. And then for the add event listener, we'll do the same fucking thing. We'll do this. But we're going to remove the event listener no matter what. We're only going to track the event if this is not true. And then this logic's going to be in both of these, which I already copied that. Whatever. Okay. And then we could do the same remove event right here. This is click tracking event. This is if this is your one stop shop. What am I saying? This is the place you go to like this is a lesson in data engineering. You don't know it is. It is. I was hired as a data engineer once. This is literally the same shit I was doing. Well, all the detected errors at compile time comes at expense of JS simplicity 100%. Yeah, like I didn't think you'd have to worry about dependency injection in JavaScript. It's like, which is fine. Like I get if you have a ton of overhead, TypeScript is yeah, like it makes sense. I think a lot of companies are opting for it um, because there's probably a lot of engineers that want it there. Like that's probably true. Like there's probably a ton of engineers that do like that's the thing is engineers really are. I'm gonna get hate for this. I already know. It's all right. I've accepted. I'm more fati. There's a lot of midwit engineers, and I'm not saying I'm any better. I've been there. I've been you. I've been the midwit. A midwit thinks technical details matter. And I'm not saying um, I'll actually rephrase it because sometimes technical details matter. The midwit prioritizes technical details, and TypeScript is like the midwit's fantasy. Like it's like so much details, and they like very logically consistent technical details. But sometimes you can add logic that is true and good and great, and it does do and it actually does help performance, but you're looking at a limited scope. You can look at you can try to up performance statistics that destroy your company because you're focused on the wrong thing. You're focused on the micro and you should be focused on the macro. And there's a lot of engineers like Reddit is filled with people like this. Filled. And I get it. I've had that sense. Like I've definitely. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like that a lot. I'm just. I shouldn't lie just to fucking seem like. No, I hate. I not hate, but I'm always at a cross with people like that. I'm always like, we need to like make it work and like make more money for the business. That's like always. And then like the engineer, yeah, like will be like, oh no, like it needs to like have all these technical things that'll make it. And I get it. I sound like a fucking asshole. But it's like, because like, yeah, you want to make things last for a long time, but you also have to like win. Like, you have to like get to market. And things like TypeScript, even in a long term sense, don't even make that much sense. Like, you're looking at a long term thing that isn't even that logical. But the code base needs to be scalable. No, the code base does need to be scalable and clean. Definitely. Definitely. But you don't need TypeScript for that. People have been making scalable code bases with JavaScript for a long time. Like a long time. Um, I just think things should be super dumb simple. And by the way, I'm not saying I'm saying at a certain layer. Like um I don't think the browser is a safe environment when it comes to like type safety. It just isn't. It wasn't made to be that. It was made to be super it was honestly made to be really hacky. I was in an intern and they gave me the code base of an Angular project. The code is so horrible and hard to manage. No, yeah. I'm not saying write unmaintainable code at all. I'm just saying like there comes a point when there comes a point when you're hurting like the actual like you're hurting it with specifications. Um there comes a point when you have like maintenance bloat. Every day, the first thing I did when I wake up is insult the guys that work before me on the project. No, I get that, Reed. No, I like yeah. There's a balance though, dude. There's a balance because like those guys aren't there because they got paid. I don't know. I get it. I do get like, yeah. I just think TypeScript is like is a little. The web isn't like that. The web is was made to be like. That's why objects in JavaScript is so fucking confusing. Because the state, there's so much chaos in a web browser. There's so much. That's why it took like the web browser wars were so long and ridiculous. Because it's like so much can happen. Some people, so many different devices. There's so many. There's really not a lot of structure, and I think it's really hard to fix that in the code world. Um, but I mean, yeah, if you have like a back end project and you're using TypeScript, that's fine. Yeah, I'm still confused with the yeah. The this keyword isn't like it is a weird concept. It's not like very intuitive. Because there aren't real classes in JavaScript. It would make more sense if the prototype chain, if prototypal inheritance just didn't exist. Everything would make more sense. And I know a lot of JavaScript people that like JavaScript might hate that, but it makes things super confusing because it's not like a real thing anywhere else. And everyone kind of just likes object oriented programming. um, that's just my opinion, though. JavaScript isn't good. It's a really confusing, obscure, chaotic language that's was made in a chaotic environment, and I just don't see a like. I would if for someone I think TypeScript's cool. Same way like CoffeeScript was really cool, but like if you really wanted to solve the problem, you got to make better browsers. That's it. Like it's not you can't like fix the shit that JavaScript's become. Like it's so fucking bad. I found it simpler writing in JavaScript and Express than TypeScript, except yeah, it's simpler. Yeah, it is simpler to write it. Oh, TypeScript for validation is cool. Yeah, like if you use it for specific things, that's cool. I'm not like a luddite about it. I just don't think it's like an invention that's like interesting. Um, V8's super interesting. Like the V8, that's like an invention. V8 was like the first good JavaScript compiler that like was that's super performant and that it's modern and it works with browsers. Um, I don't. Oh yeah, and it works. The like V8 engine works in a lot of different environments. That's why it actually enabled the creation of Node.js. Anyway, fuck Microsoft. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Are they FAANG? Are they not FAANG? I guess they're not FAANG. So I'm not competing with them now. So I think that meme's so fucking funny. All right, so let's get the metadata. What's all the metadata for the page, everyone? Let's get the title. No, you'd be surprised. Like working with startups really blew my mind. It really opened my mind to like a lot of things. It really made me realize how little like how little for business like genuinely for like how much does code matter for a business? It's not as much as you think. I mean like good good code. Um at more complex environments and businesses, you'll get paid less than startup world. Think about this, and I know a lot of people like Reed. You might hear what I'm saying, and other people might hear what I'm saying and disagree, and that's fine. But like, here's my point here. Here's my proof for why isn't as valuable as you think it is. The more high quality this is some fucking bro code science that I'm saying right now. The more safe and long term code that you have to write on average in industry, the less you're going to get paid for it. So think about what that means. Those government coding jobs pay like shit. It's not. That's why, like, I do kind of think this code generation thing is like kind of interesting. No, but think about what I'm saying. Like, I know. Also, it makes you realize leadership isn't for everyone. Yeah, no, true, true. There's that too. Yeah, leadership definitely is. Leadership's for the few. Yeah, yeah. No, there's like, what is it? Like 10% of people are meant for leadership or something like that. Um, And by the way, I'm not saying you have to write shitty. I'm not saying that shitty code's good at all. At all. I'm just saying code isn't that like code isn't a high quality code isn't very valuable typically. If you just look at that dimension, it's functional code is super valuable in terms of money. People pay the guy that builds the thing, even if it, whether it's shitty or not. The guy that builds it first to be functional, like oh to your point, Fang. I mean, Reed. The first developers at the Fangs are millionaires. Okay, so the everyone else who was hired to make their code clean and nice, they're thousandaires, which is great. Which they get paid, and some of them might be lower millionaires. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not saying like I don't know. I'm not trying to say I'm definitely not saying write bad code. Code you should write good code. I'm just saying that literally, like, it literally isn't like that valuable. I'm saying like literally like the dollar amount of it isn't that valuable. Like if you're hired to clean a code base, you're not getting paid that much to like do the coding for comparatively. Um the people that get paid a lot are people that do system design. Like the actual like people will hire staff engineers and people that senior and up engineers. When you see those like $1 million uh, salaries and shit, those are people that are probably not writing that much code. They're solving really high level problems that are hard. And to solve problems, you don't need to code a lot. But like the clean code, like the engineered code base that's structured really well, that's mostly a maintenance job. That's like not that not that valuable. Coding is hamster wheels. Yeah, coding is OF is for hamster wheels. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. By the way, coding's great, but it's like when the way I train, quote unquote, for coding is like, how do I get better at problem solving over time? Because I notice, it's really like people will like tear doors down for people that are good at problem solving. Um, like if you know a lot of technical details on things, that's great, and you'll get hired. But you're probably not going to get hired to at like a FAANG. Really, FAANG really they mostly test how much complexity can you deal with. Like that's why they mostly give out these IQ tests. They don't give like can you engineer a good code base test. I don't think that's a I've ever seen that at like bigger company interviews. I've never seen like people get vetted based off like, and I'm not saying they care about like they don't want you to write shitty code 100%, but they want to see if you can quickly solve problems that are complex. That's the main thing. And and then they can train you to like know the specific stuff and all that. That makes sense. Okay, so let's get the title. This is a if you want to get metadata, if you're web scraping, you want to get metadata, this is the script. This is how you do it. Because you have to understand when you're scraping a web page to get metadata, how do you get faster at solving complex problems? Dude, I had a whole stream. I feel like the stream, I don't know how you guys felt about it, but the Hacker Grit stream, I talked about that a ton. And I feel like, I don't know. Did you guys like that? Like that was like I was really trying to talk about. I don't know, a lot of the knowledge in it is I feel like I was trying to say stuff that you wouldn't see other places. That's the real actual difference between people that are good problem solvers and not. But I know it's not a. Oh, you're new to my streams, Andrew? So here's how you get faster at solving complex problems. It's really a matter of when you have to do it a ton. And I know that uh that's like obvious, but the reality is you have to code a ton. Oh, the video did make sense, Reed. Nice, nice. Yeah, the that I really tried to put in a lot of methodologies for getting better in that video. But anyway, yeah, so you have to code a lot, man. You gotta like so oh, you know what it is? You know, actually here's a I'll get back to the behavioral stuff in a sec. Um or the behavioral stats stuff in a sec, but let's actually talk about problem solving real quick because I think this will really help you out, Andrew, and Reed if you're interested in this too. Um, it is all about the why, but it's also so 100%. So it's converge. Do you know the difference between convergent and divergent thinking? So it's like think about convergent thinker is able to find an answer to a problem. Like let's say it's someone that's very good at standardized tests. Someone who's very good at getting a questionnaire, getting a lot of multiple choices, and they can do the pattern matching and be able to figure out. But it's low level pattern matching, but it's very specific, and they're able to see whether one of these multiple choice answers is right. They access it in their brain really quickly. They're typically very low anxious people, so they're not anxious people. Convergent thinking, and then they can just easily just like this is right, because they saw it once, right? That's super important. But the best problem solvers are divergent thinkers, bar none. If someone's going to be good at software engineering, you have to have a combination of both. Probably stronger in divergent thinking. You need both, but like the divergent thinking, super important. Um, think about it as uh, the divergent thinker is very good at thinking outside the box, and when they're given a scenario, they're able to think to find problems. And the reason why that's important, and because typically when you're given these leak code problems, when you're given all these things, you have to find what the actual problem is. You have to like, because they're giving you a greater problem, but you have to think creatively in order to get the solution always. Everyone who's saying that you have to like memorize lead code, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's not about memorizing anything. It's about you have to be able to think creatively, and the best way you have to like genuinely like just like it's hard to even say, but it's like you have to be someone that's very good at like discovering ideas. And I don't mean like in arts and artistic people have this, but it's not always that. But you have to be someone like, for instance, like if I give you if you're only used to doing tree traversal for binary search algorithms, and I give you a try, and I talk about what the try is in my lead code problem, and I tell you to solve this try problem, which a trie is a type of tree. So if I give you this scenario, the convergent thinker, they haven't seen that problem yet, and they don't specifically know how to solve it, and they're going to have a problem with that. The divergent thinker is going to be able to pattern match, look at the abstract of how these concepts work, and they're going to be able to look at new ideas like this try and quickly be able to understand it because they can think creatively. They don't just look at what the tree is, they look at what it means. They look at the why, like read what you just said. So it's like you have to be able to so that's a long-winded way of saying the best way to get faster and or better at solving complex problems is you have to be able to constantly learn why. As you're learning, constantly learn why things are working. And the more you dig into why trees are there, the more you dig into the meaning of what a tree is, the more you look at that across a lot of different programming languages, whatever, a lot of different patterns like object oriented programming, functional programming. The more you just look at these patterns, the more when you're given a scenario, you'll be able to, it's not so much complex anymore. It's just a lot of smaller components coming up together into, like, you're able to look at the specifics of what it is, if that makes sense. Like, you're not just looking at complexity, you're looking at a lot of simple things coming together. And you have to be a divergent thinker to do that, like at a high level. Also, there's a lot of fundamental topics that someone needs to master: arrays, strings, heap, stack, queues. They demand, yeah, it does take a ton of time. You're right, Rhea. Yeah, it does take time. But the thing is, like, when you're chasing the why, all these things become very intuitive. Like, if I never, thanks a bunch. Oh, of course, Andrew. But yeah, if I saw arrays, strings, heaps, and stacks, and I never saw a queue before, it would be very, if someone explained to me what a queue is, that'd be very easy for me to figure that out because, like, I've seen those other patterns, right? And I can think of new ideas easily. Like, I can think about how to I can get a new idea easily, and I can also think about new ideas easily. Because typically when you're actually on the job, it's not like you're not given the problem. You have to find the problem because you're given issues. Like, you're given, like, oh, this thing isn't working. But the real problem might be that it's built wrong. You know what I mean? It's like the you're given all these, and yeah, obviously bugs are problems in a local sense, but you have to constantly search for what's actually going wrong. You have to find what's actually wrong, and that's a super divergent thinking way, way of thinking that's divergent because you're not given, like, the structure, and someone's like, hey, find this thing, and what I give you, you're not given anything. You're given, like, a ton of obscurities, you know. Cool. So let's go back to, so this is, you want to get metadata on a page. This is it. So you get, so, like, typically when you're web scraping, you have to be aware of OG, Object Graph, which is Facebook. You probably already know this. And you have to be aware of Twitter. Most people use OG for shit. Like, OG, these properties are um, used for oh, I should make that into a clip, by the way. I don't know what to call it. I think it's probably valuable, like how to solve problems or something like that. But so, like, OG, because yeah, I gotta make more clips. Fuck. But all right, I always forget. Okay, so when you post on anywhere, they're typically the metadata they use to show the little card, like on your iPhone and everything when you do Messenger, it's using this information, and obviously Twitter's using Twitter's information. Um, so I prioritize Open Graph, and if Open Graph isn't there, I check for Twitter, and if Twitter isn't there, I use the default, which is this title right here. If I want to get the title of a page. So actually first check OG title. What am I looking for? Query selector. Do meta property equals OG. This doesn't even have an OG title. It's interesting. Oh, because it's just the regular. Why is there not an OG title? Doesn't matter. Okay. And we want to get the attribute. So check if this exists. But yeah, it's not like I promise you it's not about memorization. Anyone who's saying that they're not thinking long term, or it's because I'll see videos like that where people are like, oh, it's you gotta like memorize a ton of shit when it comes to you gotta like always memorize shit, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? This is not memorization. Like, yeah, it's nice if you do lead code and you memorize a thing and it's the exact thing you get in your interview. Like, that's neat. But the reason why it's valuable to grind lead code is because when you grind lead code, you get to see a ton of different patterns. And if you're a divergent thinker, you'll be able to like make use of it easier. You'll be able to think creatively once you get a new problem. Like when you're tested actually for a job, you're really not given like a I don't know if I've ever been given it's always something novel about it. There's very rarely no, some companies will just give you like some random lead code. But it's typically something quite like interesting. Okay. So let's say else if actually do this inline. Oh no, we don't do that. Get the Twitter title. So this one is a name. Oh, interesting. This one also has a property OG description. Oh, they used both here. I see. That's cute. Okay. So we're still going to check this because they might be separated on some pages. Still going to check it. Let's get the title. That's a better way of doing this. So the reason why this is kind of looking logically weird is only because I don't want to. I try to reduce the amount of query selectors I do. So the logic here, like the conditional logic, isn't as important as that. So we just do this. Yeah, is this document that title? I always forget that. Yeah. Oh, you want to always get these first, the open graph titles and the Twitter titles. You want to get those first when you're scraping for metadata because, well, one, because those are the ones that are actually presentable because they were made by a person. So we're getting proprietary data. Okay, we're getting real data. We want to get the real data. This stuff matters now more than any time. I'll say it time and time again. I had that developer stack of 2024 stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Have a good stream. Thanks, Reed. Yeah, dude. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, the stream I have on the developer stack. That one, I try to talk through a lot of these concepts. The because it's so important to, um, it's just really important to know what's happening. Like in the, let's see, it's really important to know what's happening in the world, but also in the development world. Really important. So I have the description, I have the title, and I think that's it. I wanted something else. What else did I want? I think that's all I wanted. What other metadata did I want? Nah, I'm just gonna get. Well, I'm gonna get the date as I'm getting all this shit. Oh wait, date, not data. Title, description. Okay, I think we have. So we're straight. We're getting our. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. So let's go, and I think this part's gonna work. I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna give myself a button. It's gonna be like export data, and we're not gonna do the NLP today because fuck that. I don't care. We don't need to do NLP right now. I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna do. We're just gonna export the data and save it, and we're gonna make a super. I'm all about simple UIs. I don't know why these motherfuckers will be like. I'm like writing. I'm writing. What am I doing? Hold on a second. Let me. I'm like writing. Java. I mean, React. Uh, this is just HTML, dude. I've written so much React that now I'm like, I genuinely just like think that way. I need to go. We're going back to basics. One thing I learned from the Script Monkey stream, because that's gotten like really good usage, and but you just got to make things simple when you're building shit. Just got to make it simple. No one gives a fuck. People just want they want simple, stupid. This isn't really going to be used by anyone. This is for me. I'm selling my data today. Okay, we're competing with FAANG. We're going to sell our own data. All right, so add event listener, click. When this gets added, we're gonna download some shit. So let's send off an event. I just realized, yeah, it's fine. Let's send an event to get. Oh, I just realized. Hold on a sec. Where am I gonna host this? Mikey, should I just fucking do Streamlit too? Imagine you do Streamlit for everything. This is not a Streamlit. It's just so convenient. I could use GitHub IO. I don't have to use Streamlit for everything. Hold on a second. Well, I'll do that in a sec. I'll do it in a sec. Let me finish this up. Wait, what the fuck? Didn't I just write a ton of shit here? Wait, what? Dude, I could have sworn I just wrote a ton of stuff. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, I have another thing open. Okay. All right, so we need to make a request to. Let's use this. Make a runtime request saying I behave export. And let's have a response. In the response, let's respond. Let's get all the data in the response. So in the background script, we're gonna say, let's do else if. Who actually uses switch statements here? Does anyone fucking do that? I feel like that's so weird. Let's see, export. When people do that, I don't typically trust them. All right, so we won't do the NLP today. We'll just because I want to finish this up quick. We'll just go through each of the keys we have in storage. So we'll say keys and reduce it. No. So we'll say output. We'll export a JSON file because that's what I fucking do. So we'll say for. I'm just like exporting all my behavioral statistics. So for key of object.keys for keys. This is just all the stored items. No one who gives a fuck. What if I got like so aggressive on the stream about like nothing? Let me think. Oh wait, we can't make this asynchronous. Can we make this async? Does that work? Okay. Get item keys dot say key. And then return the output. So we're sending this. Oh, I forgot. How do you send message? Send response? I think you just send response. Yeah. And then here we get the response, and let's log this response. All right, so I think I'm gonna do Streamlit. I just love Streamlit. I don't know. It's not like it doesn't matter. It's like the front end's not doing anything. But I just like Streamlit. Honestly, Streamlit sold me. I'll be honest. Streamlit sold me. I get it. Like, hey, I could just write Python. I don't have to write front ends, JavaScript. Sold. Don't say anything else. You'll ruin it. All right, let's run export data. And then let's. Oh, wait, I didn't refresh the thing. I don't think I had to. Let's go to the console. The fuck? Oh, totally forgot. Okay, so we gotta. They don't allow like inline scripting anymore. Chrome extensions just kind of The security around it has gotten super lame. Okay, so I forgot how does this work. I'm not going to search on Brave, obviously. Oh well, now the Google doesn't work. All right, let's get rid of this hash line. It's confusing it. Googling is kind of a skill. Googling is like a fucking skill. What's gonna happen when ChatGPT takes away Googling as a skill? All right. Inline event layers are I get their bad practice. They're like, good job rejecting this thing. Okay, so let's just do a script file. Forgot, do I have to make this accessible? The manifest. Ink. Wait, what did it do? Code is code is code is code is code. Okay, so competing with FAANG today. I like how I keep saying that. I'm not, but that's okay. No, I am. Eventually. Eventually we'll have a stream where we're just taking down FAANG. Okay. By the way, I hold no resentment. It's for the best. Can be properties of null. Wait, what? No, whoops. Refresh. All right, let's see if we export the data. Response is undefined. Okay. So if message type I behave underscore export. Is it because it's async? All right, let's look at the service worker. Oh, service worker has errors. That's why. My bad. It's the error. Oh, it's an old error. It's an old error. Let's refresh. Let's export. What's this error? Anonymous function. What? The port closed before the response. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Did this get an? It says undefined on line 90. Oh yeah, there's no data. Not fully sure. I think it might be because it's async. Async function on message. Add event listener. I'm gonna build a ton of shit this year. I'm just like now realizing how much stuff I've planned. It's a lot. Oh, that's what you have to do. It's so bad. The process is in line. There's no better way. Okay. Let's not make this. Right, let's try that again. Let's refresh. Why did I say that? Why did I talk like that? Let's refresh. All right, export. Looks like there's still the same error. may have to refresh the page. Oh, no, I got the response. It's just an object that's not what we want. Oh, can it not send objects? The response? Right. Objects, send response. I forgot if it can only send serialized information. So you get a. Oh, it's so funny. Jack's alive. Totally forgot. That's so funny. Jack's posting Discord and I'm not. I should have posted in. We're having conflicting streams right now. Should I rate his stream? Let's see, is Jack still? By the way, Jack is for anyone watching this not live. Jack is my podcast co-host. Is he still alive? Let's see. Oh shit. Okay, now everything's just slow. Let's see, is he still alive? No, it's not still alive. Ah, okay. All right, so let's go to. We gotta have a time where we try to compete to see who can get more live viewers. Oh, okay, so it worked. Hold on a sec. No, it's the background script. So it is an empty object. So what the fuck? Why didn't it get this key? Oh, supposed to do that. Fresh. Export data. Looks like there's errors. Why would there be errors? Come on. Why would you give me errors? Nice. Wait. But that's not in the export script. Export data. Let's inspect. You have the data. Nice. So let's save this into a file. Chrome extension. Save to file. Like I'm saving my behavioral stats. And then I'm going to sell it to the highest bidder. Making the streamlet's going to be fucking funny. I'm trying to only do that for like 30 minutes. I don't want to take. Oh wait, whoops. I don't want to take too long. Oh yeah, it looks like I could just do a normal download. Okay, it's fine. That's fine. I really need to try a stream where it's just hyper aggressive. Like I'm like, not saying anyone gives a shit. People are like, oh my god. Click here to download. Yeah, it doesn't matter because we're. Wait a second. This is a JSON. What's A? A.href. Data.act. JSON. Data URI to blob. That's not right. Yeah, you could just do this. What the fuck was that person talking about? Download your. Oh, this downloads it from a URL. Let's see. Download string to file from extension downloads. Oh, I need to get downloads. Okay. So let's get permissions downloads. How does this work? Dude, I'm not reading all the docs. I really just want an example. Sometimes I'm like, hey, can I guess I get the point of ChatGPT because it's like I just want to. Let's see. Download file name. Got this. Got this. Blob. Response. JSON stringify. Type. Application JSON. URL. File prefix. File names. Same thing every time. Export.json. I mean, I guess I'll just keep this. Okay, so DM save as false. It's gonna do it. I know it like broke for that guy, but I don't know. It might be fine. It's this error. Oh, okay. So let's export data. Oh, nice. I don't know why it didn't say .json, but let's see. Is this a JSON file? Nice. Okay, we exported. Okay, so I got my behavioral stats. It's constantly watching me. I'm watching myself, getting my own behavioral stats, and now I'm gonna make it so you guys can fucking pay me to do it. Okay, so let's make a Streamlit. Let's do touch app.py. Dude, I love Streamlit. Put this in a virtual environment. Everything I do is in a virtual environment. Obviously. Obviously. If you don't do shit in a virtual environment, who are you? Okay, so is this? Let's see. Oh, nice. I'm getting hot pot on Friday. Let's see. Where's the fucking? I'm looking for a post. Sorry, I'm like. What just happened? Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Okay, all right. Source env. I was like looking for this. I don't know. All right, so let's pip install Streamlit. Where's is it? Right here. It's at pi from. Oh, sorry. Brain fart. Yeah, just you don't have to import any froms and shit. Okay. I mean, I said froms. All right. Okay. So how should I make this work? This should just be like I gotta have my image. So let me get my own image here. The ideal is we have a marketplace for everyone to just share their behavioral statistics. By the way, if you have anything that you don't want to share, it might be even higher value data. Just kidding. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable, obviously. Or no. If you watch a ton of stuff you don't want to watch, let's get this picture right here. I need to change my picture. If you have a lot of behavioral metrics that are embarrassing, hey, maybe it's even valued more. The idea is you have a marketplace where people can just keep sharing the content. Let's see. The idea is like we're demystifying data being private. I think that's what the business. Oh my god! I was like, why is my computer still have so many things open? I think what I'm doing now is I'm demystifying the idea of having private data. Is that the? I think that's the business's. I'm kidding, by the way. I feel like some people may not get that I'm kidding. It's okay. The internet's a weird place. I'm realizing it's a weird place. How do I just get this picture? Do I have this picture on my computer? Why do I use this picture everywhere? Hey, it's me in my car. That's the vibe of the picture. Hey, it's just a guy in his car. Profile. Hey, what's up? Just me, Jared the coder. Just a guy in his fucking car. All right, let's call this. This is I behave by my behavioral stats. I'm gonna say the current bid. So dumb. I behave by my behavioral stats. I'm gonna say the current bid. So the current bid, and I'm gonna say I forgot how to color stuff in this. What do you do? Like orange? I'll look it up. Color stuff in Streamlit. So dumb. This is still installing? Oh my god. All right. So no. Color text Streamlit. Yeah. It's like colon and the color. Colon green. Let's just say it's like the current bid is 0 is 1. I'm gonna start off at $10. No, I gotta set it high. Current bid is $99. All right, so what is this? And who am I? ST Markdown. So my name is Jared, right? And I'm just a coder. I have an identity. No. Such a funny. Hi, my name is Jared Wright. I'm just a coder. I built a new, highly complex way competing with FAANG. No, that's too like on the nose. It's too like obvious. I built a new way tracking behavioral data. Highly optimized. See, I don't want to lie. And I wanted to create a new system, marketplace, selling behavioral stats peer to peer. Today, we compete with FAANG and think different. All right. So sorry, I'm just having a little too much fun right now. Right. So, and I got to add my image, and I'm just gonna say send me an email. So how do you do that? Do they have a good like email link? See email link, Streamlit. So it's just gonna. This is just a little view for me to. Um. Yeah. How do you have an email? How do you do that? Dude, Streamlit is great, but like you have to hack around so much basic front end shit. No, I don't mean like that. No, I just want to open up like an email link. How do I do that? Streamlit link. Can you add a hyperlink without Markdown? I'll just use Markdown. It's fine. Okay. Oh, true. You just do like that. All right. Email me contact I behave contact for an invite to the platform and access to my data. I'll just say add additional access to my data. Okay, so then the URL, the link will be a mail to me. Email. By the way, I will if there's enough, if people genuinely want a peer-to-peer marketplace for behavioral stats, I will 100% build it. Just give me money, I'll build it. Hey, if you want that, I will 100% build that. Like no question. No question. Subject equals I behave stats and to bid for my data. To bid or buy my data. Okay. So where's the fucking thing? I just realized I've been tracking myself this whole time and I didn't even realize. Is this it? Is it, are we done? Oh no, I gotta add the image. Let's do this. Do this. Star. And then you have to do a space. Okay. So, oh, actually, I can use the live link on YouTube. YouTube has a no. It's fine, actually. I have the local link right here. Okay. CD. It's a big fucking picture of me. Okay. CD downloads. No. Copy downloads. Profile image here. Oh, gotta do the PIL. Profile image .jpg. This is my image. Let's see what this looks like. The most simple Streamlit page of all time. I've just been like addicted to making these Streamlits. I'll, I'll deploy it once I get offline. If you want me to build a marketplace, hey, I showed you how it's done. I showed you how it's done. Look how much I did in 2 hours. Yeah, how much 2 months would do. There would be no reason for FAANG. We just be all sharing our we'd all be making so much money sharing behavioral stats. That's the dream. That's the real dream. Like everyone wants to work at FAANG. Why not compete? Why not take like I don't understand. I'm actually kind of confused. It's taking a long time. Like why not why work at a FAANG when you can just have one? I don't understand. Like I like I mean I get it. Like I guess everyone wants to have the easy way out, you know? I get it. I get doing the easy way. I used to be like that. So yeah, I gotta. Why is this not reloading? Oh, it's loading now. It just took like ridiculous amount of time. Okay, cool. Let's see what this web page looks like. Watch some guy actually fucking try to give me $99 for my stats. Oh, I gotta have information on what the data includes. What the data includes. What the data includes. So what it includes is uh, daily habits, interests, things I like to do, search, everything I input online. Perfect if you want to target my demo. African American male engineer in 20s into exercising. Software. I'll do physics. Okay. This is so dumb. All right. All right. What does this look like? What does this look like? Nice. I behave. Oh, it's got to have a color. Blue. The logo. I got to think about what's an emoji that would be a logo for. Oh, wait. That's not how that works. Let's see. It's always rerun. Nice. What I behave data? What is I behave? What are you getting with I behave? It's a massive picture of me. Email. Oh, the link too didn't work. Hold on a sec. Yeah, why didn't the link too work? Ooh, okay. Is it because it's a mail too, or like it's actually that work? Yeah, it works when I do that. Oh, so mail two links don't work. Streamlit will like be so great for so many things, but genuinely be so bad for like the most basic things. Where's the code? All right. Yeah. Uh, so funny. All right, so I just like search I behave. What am I doing? So that didn't work. Streamlit mail to link. I've sworn mail to links work with Markdown. Yeah, let's right here. Oh, I gotta do the use allow HTML shit. Yeah. Then I can do data link. see if that. Nice. Nice. Okay. This is all the fundamentals of a basic startup here. All right, cool. I behave. It's such a simple concept and so perfectly executed. Like this is groundbreaking. You just sell your data. That's it. That's it. If anyone has a problem with that, talk to my lawyer. All right. I'm done. That was fun.